4 of I Said What I Said podcast. I'm here, Jazzy.
Sasha. Gang gang.
We back. But they say
Oh
we
my
bike.
God.
We bike.
Back
We
like we
back.
never
We
left.
bike.
Been gone for a minute now. I'm back with the jump ball. I feel like every time we take a break, I sing that song. Y'all, I might fuck with my hair a lot today because I don't usually wear my natural hair out. You know what? Let me just get drunk. I won't touch it.
Oh, hell. Oh, hell no, 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 no.
It's Wednesday, hump day, middle of the week. Is Wednesday a good enough day to say what kind of week you had? I mean, because it's only Thursday and Friday. What else you got?
Yeah, because, well, did you work yesterday?
I sure fucking did.
Did you work today?
Yeah.
So you kind of had a week.
Week's been productive. I've gotten some work done. I can get more work done. But yeah.
I would say schoolwork. Work, or like personal work?
Work, personal work. I've definitely been doing a little bit more personal work than work.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it's all productivity. It's for a greater cause.
My work, work, I fucking hate it. Like, I say all the time, like, so I just gotta get shit done, you know. I just realized certain people at work, you have to just laugh, giggle, and just do what you can do because, fuck it. If they ain't gonna change, fuck it. About time I ain't sending no more emails. I'm not speaking up no more.
The chain's been sent. The hard copies been put out there. When something happens, God forbid, or something hits the fan, it's been documented.
Yep.
People gonna know who to blame. That's why I always tell everybody. I say, more than anything, make copies of stuff and send your emails. Keep a trail because what they're not gonna do is it's very easy for somebody to put some shit on you.
And you know, it's not like the clients. I love the clients, the staff. Like I love them. It's just other people. Like
Higher up. So don't do shit, but want to regulate everything.
Yes. But
It's the way of the world.
Yeah,
It's trash, but
it's been all right. Tomorrow, Thursday. I thought this week would have gone a little bit faster because we were off Monday, but it's really not.
Word.
I feel like today should be Thursday.
It should be Friday.
Tomorrow should
I
be
need Friday to come. I need it to slow down. But we'll see. Let's get into it. Song mood of the week.
I'll go. I'm going to just stick on brand.
Brand.
I'm going to say one of my favorite songs on there is Drake's Fucking Fan. Like, that's my song.
Okay, song not crazy.
No, I love that song.
We're going to get into it.
It should have a star by it, but...
We're going to get into it. Well, song of the week for me is Pipe Down.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite song off the Idol. From the Idol. What the fuck wrong? Maybe if I drink more, I'll stop slurring my words.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Song of the week is definitely Pipe Down. Yeah.
I love that song too, but I really like Fucking Fan.
If it was Ride or Die, then you should be dead right now. I feel that. You should be dead. If it was Ride or Die, then you should be dead.
I always question
you should
that.
be my ride or die.
I always question that little slogan. The Ride or Die slogan.
I don't subscribe to it, but I love what that meant in that song in that moment and what it resonates to some things that I've, gone through with certain people. Like, I'm not a big component on unconditional relationships to a certain extent. I believe that everything is conditional, especially when abuse and certain things of that nature are involved.
Mm-hmm.
But I know the way when I fuck, like I don't have to keep friends around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a friendly person or keep somebody around, this, that, and the third. But like if I give my all, me personally, when I give my all, I give my all.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm coining you a person of interest, you right here,
I'm gonna just say the win, but go ahead.
If it was Ride or Die, then you should be dead. If you're not next to me, if I coined you a person, if I coined you one of my people, and you not next to me, then you should be dead. If it's not Ride or Die, then you should be dead. I don't got a lot of pettiness in my heart, but I stand by that. I stand by that wholeheartedly.
So that means like people who used to mess with should be dead because they're not here.
I don't consider those ride or dies.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
People that I used to. If I had some type of love for you and you are no longer here,
you should be dead.
Then you should be dead.
Oh my God, that is harsh. I'm not doing it. No. That's why your bed is here. God.
Nah, but we're gonna get more into that because we gotta put it against another body of work that came out last week. And y'all, we have been gone for about 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks fully. We had things. Life was lifing. Went on some trips. Had to get our life back. Trips were great. Trip was great. Holidays in between. So yeah, we had to take a little bit of a break. An unplanned break, but a break nonetheless. So let's get into it. I see you, player. I see you, playette. We got a playette this week. Miss Nia DaCosta is now the first black female director with the #1 film at the U.S. box office with Candyman.
I ain't going to go see it. I don't like scary stuff.
It's not scary. And if that's
it's
coming from
suspenseful. It's no suspense. Dude, it's neither of that. It's comedy.
I personally, so I'll put it like this. I've seen 50-50 reviews. And it's not even on.
It's bad or good.
It's either people hated it because it was nothing like the original, or they loved it because it was like a black redemption story. Like Candyman, the original. I heard that shit's scary as fuck.
Yeah,
I never watched that.
Really?
I'm not watching that.
No.
I'm not watching that. I'm not.
I got traumatized by it when I was little.
I'm good. I never watched it, and I knew not to say Candyman 5 times in my life.
Like Children of the Corn, don't ever watch that.
Or Jeepers Creepers for me. All them shit is scary. Don't need that negativity in my space in my life. We won't do that. But in hindsight, this was like a black redemption story. I mean, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Fuck if you ain't see it.
I like to know things.
No,
I ask.
Yeah, you really do.
I ask.
No, white people die. Entire movie. White people die.
Okay.
Entire movie. That's the only spoiler I'm gonna give. I can't come. I'm biased. I liked it. I loved it. I loved what it stood for. But it does have black trauma in it. But it was like a redemption for black trauma. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't like a them or us.
Them is the movie.
Remember them that show on Amazon where it's just like don't watch this. It's just black trauma done over and over and over again. It's unnecessary for us to watch. This was like the root of black trauma, but then the redemption story and the revenge story after it, which clearly what people are saying.
I'm gonna check it out. For real, I really don't like suspense.
It's not scary.
It's scary. I can't do either scary or suspense. Like,
go see it.
Oh, it's only in theaters?
Yeah, they did it so you could only watch it in theaters. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be on streaming platforms, but it's not. It's not at all.
I mean, people starting to go out, so might as well put it out in the movie.
It wasn't bad being in the movie.
Keep your mask on.
You can take it off if you want. If you're vaccinated, you can take it off. But I mean, we ain't getting that because people don't nobody know who's vaccinated or not.
Nope. Nobody knows.
But it was good. I personally liked it. I don't have any say so to compare it to the first movie, so I can't help.
But I don't think you could be able to compare it anyway since it's not the same.
It's not the same. People are saying it's completely different. So.
I've seen a little bit. I think it's like how when he was little, Candyman.
Yeah, like I guess there's a background. So I'm telling you,
he wasn't little in this movie.
They have a child that plays him in the movie.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I compare. I can't compare it to the first movie because I've never seen it.
So what did Jordan Peele do?
I think he was executive producer. He produced it. Yeah. He produced.
She's the director. Okay.
And she has a smash.
People that be like action. Those are the directors, right? They direct how.
I just think that in the movies.
But a director, they direct each scene. Whatever. Anyway, all right. I think that's what it is. They direct each scene and how it goes. I think that's what it is. I think so. Because that's what Tiana Taylor be doing. She says she's directing.
Yeah,
she does directing each film.
But he produces.
Whatever scene.
I'm not about to lie to y'all and tell y'all I know the difference. Because I don't. But
if it's not scary, then it's a big difference.
It's not
scary.
Candyman
is scary.
That's what I'm saying. And why I never watched it.
But why they
was scary.
sliding people.
A lot of people did say too that the trailer was
misleading.
A gaslight. It gaslighted them to think it was going to be scary, and it's not. I just thoroughly enjoyed watching.
He had the hook, the
whites, YTs, lose their life in the process of the movie. So, I would say go see it. I liked it. I give it 3.5 stars.
Out of 5?
Yeah.
Why? Why not 5 out of 5?
I mean, it wasn't the best movie I've ever seen in my
Okay.
life.
How
But
was
it was
acting?
good. Acting was good. Yaya was good.
Who's Yaya?
Tiana Paris or Paris. I'm probably saying her name. Yaya. His real name is Yaya something.
Oh, girl, him. Girl, I thought you were talking about from Top Model.
Sexy bastard. They said if you say Candyman 5 times in the mirror, you will see the scene of him coming out from what's that fucking show? That when he was naked in the show in HBO with Regina Hall, the superhero movie, superhero show. You did watch.
It's a superhero show.
I watched the superhero show.
What superhero show? Tasha, it was no superhero show with Regina Hall. I don't remember
Go
that.
ahead, let's get into the next one. I'll Google this because you get me mad.
Regina Hall was in a superhero show?
On HBO?
You know I get all of them confused, like from Regina Hall, I get all of them
racist.
confused.
You're racist.
No, I'm not, because they look alike.
And I meant to say Regina King, so I'm racist.
See?
But I admitted that I fucked up.
WandaVision. I mean, not WandaVision.
Not WandaVision.
That movie, that show on HBO. You watched it. Black Lightning. No. Watchmen.
Watchmen, thank you.
I didn't see that scene, so I don't know.
Watchmen, yeah.
It was too confusing for me.
He was a butt-ass nigga with a hung-ass dick. That's what you call a dick. And they said if I
Who
say
he dating?
stop that.
Is he dating?
Just, we don't care.
Who's he
I don't
dating?
care about who anybody is dating.
It's a white girl.
I see you play it. So shout out to Nate DaCosta, because this is not the segment for that. Sad news, really, really sad news from Brooklyn all the way to New Jersey, a native in this area. Everybody's at least seen this man in person at least once if you're from the tri-state area. Michael K. Williams was found dead in his New York apartment on, I want to say,
From
Monday
his nephew, right? By his nephew?
Found him. He's known, and if you don't know who Michael K. Williams is, he's
No,
most famed for
Omar
his
and The Wire. Mm-hmm.
If you don't know Omar for The Wire, a little bit more recent, he was in Lovecraft Country as...
He was in everything.
The guys that... Let me tell you something. There is not a station, probably a black director, white director that this man has not worked with.
He in the damn Boosie movie.
He's in the Boosie movie?
I swear to God, I seen him in the clip in the Boosie movie.
It's a movie or the documentary?
Whatever. It's fake people in there.
I'm not doing this.
I'm
First
just
of all,
saying,
let's
no,
come back.
he's in it. He's in it. He's in
I
it.
don't want to bring up Boosie at this time. Like, we're paying homage. So, Michael K. Williams, profound actor, does amazing work. They're saying that drug paraphernalia was found in the apartment, but cause of death has not been determined. It's just unfortunate. Like, all the clips surfacing, of course, all the clips surfaced once he passed. I haven't seen a bad word about him, and I don't expect to. I don't expect anybody to say anything bad about him. I've seen him in person about once or twice, just out and about, maybe Jersey City or someplace. But you know, he was just one of those people. Even though he was above average, and he was an actor, and people could see and like could recognize that he was somebody like you knew from TV. He just had like an air of humbleness, or like. He seemed relatable to a certain extent. He wasn't like, oh, bigger than life or whatever the case may be. All the clips of him dancing, just the house music, just all around the place in Newark, this place, Brooklyn, all over. I remember the last time that somebody, my homeboy went to Brooklyn Mirage and they had like a concert, like an EDM concert, and he was just dancing the whole entire time. And he posted him on his story. Like, he looked vibrant. Like, the words that other actors and his peers had for him were just... They were heartfelt.
They say he's very connected to the ancestors.
It's very heartfelt. So it's really sad to see that he passed at 54. Like we said, cause of death unknown, which I personally don't like asking that question. I don't like asking why somebody passed.
Well, what's the call said it was drug related, and then
they said they found drug paraphernalia.
But they're opening up a federal case because you know how they be having all of those not on him but whoever. What's it called? Whoever, because fentanyl, like you know, all of that stuff.
If it's related to fentanyl and fentanyl is found in his system after they do the autopsy, then there's going to be It's going to be a big issue because fentanyl has killed over 99,000 people in this country alone this year, and this year is not finished.
They need to talk about that.
They're going to start talking about it now because way more.
It's surpassing. Oh, what is it?
It is an opioid, but it is one of the most deadly. It's literally like you sniff or you in like it's like if you cut like back in the day when they used to cut crack with some crazy shit. Mm-hmm. It's like in you one puff and you pass type shit. Like fentanyl is that deadly. It's not for consumption in any shape or form, even though it's here. And it's been around for a while. And they've had it in black communities for a while. But now, you know, when the other counterparts start to pass away, that's when we start hearing about it more. So.
That shit crazy. I liked him though. He was a good actor. And he said a lot of his trauma didn't start coming out until he played on Lovecraft Country. Which
and that's crazy
I believe it. But I believe it.
He played motherfucking Omar in The Wire. And your trauma didn't come out then?
But that Lovecraft Country,
I could see it on Spirits and
like, fuck no.
I'm so
and
mad
probably
we're not getting season 2, but then again, he was a staple in that show, so.
Well, whoever did Lovecraft Country, I think they got like a deal with Apple TV or something like that.
Yeah, but it's still unfortunate because he's not going to be a part of it, and that's the sad part. So we want to pay homage to him. I put, even though it's a RIP and it's a sad moment, I put him in the I see you play a section because, like, bro, we see you and we know your work, so your legacy lives on. Let's cut to the nonsense. So both of us, song word of the week was from the long-awaited, critically acclaimed CLB, Certified Lover Boy, from yours truly, Champagne du Poppy, Drake, Aubrey Graham, baby.
Is Drake his middle name?
I don't know where Drake comes from. It probably is. I'm not gonna hold you.
Was he Aubrey Graham or Drake when he was on Degrassi? Was he known by? It was
Jimmy.
No, like
that's what he was known as.
His real one. Because I know Replacement Girl, he was Drake, but I'm like when he was Jimmy, was he whatever?
He was Jimmy, and Aubrey Graham was there in the credits, but like literally it was Jimmy, and then when he started doing music, it was Drake.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
And everybody's like Aubrey.
Aubrey.
Because niggas didn't respect Drake. Let me tell you something.
I love him.
So Certified Lover Boy, we've been waiting for this for about, I personally have been waiting for this. I don't know if you've been waiting for it.
I wait for anything Drake does. I love him. He does no wrong. I don't care.
He can do wrong. We'll talk about it. Drake, this album was supposed to come out in January. Pushbacks, life issues, problems, blah, blah, blah.
Fine with me. I prefer that than fucking Donda.
We're not there.
But his verses.
Yeah, but we're not there. CLB is first. My expectations, when I heard last year or the year before, it probably was like 2018, Certified Lover Boy was making its rounds. This is Drake's next album. This is what we're gonna come out with. Me personally, Drake is in my top 10. I don't know if I can. Drake might be in my top 5.
He's in my top 5.
I will have to break that down on another date. But I was excited. Even everybody's like, "Oh, this might be the R&B album they're talking about." I'm like, no. Drake likes to play around. I think he's gonna call himself Certified Lover Boy, and we're gonna get straight cash shit talk. We're gonna get straight rapping. We're gonna get bars. This might be his best body of work. I didn't put it up to that standard, but that's what I wanted. Now I know Drake. He's single God. He's on the Billboard for years. He doesn't come off. He's got songs on there since who knows when. He's gonna make the song that everybody literally goes with, and it might come off a little bit more gimmicky than rap, like bars. But when they said this is dropping, I got excited again. I was happy, but then I realized there's about 6 or 7 tracks on here that's been floating around. They've been leaked. And he didn't take them off. That was number 1 for me. I don't know Poppy's Home or whatever song that is on the album. I heard that already. And I purposely don't listen to leaks. But that song was leaked already. The joint with Jay-Z was leaked already. And I'm talking about months. So I'm thinking, okay, if it's leaked, we're not going to hear it on the album. This wasn't... Sonically, I love this album. But... I need Drake to do more. I don't care. And this is a stand. like you said, Drake don't do no wrong. But what I will say is I can be subjective when it comes to people that I fuck with. This is not overall it. It's fire. It's good for right now. We need some fucking music. We need some new music. We need some shit. But I feel like this ain't it. There's better Drake albums. And everybody loves what's the fucking Take Care. I personally don't think Take Care is with him sitting.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody says that's the legendary Drake album. I personally believe that
Nothing was the same.
Nothing was the same as my Drake. That's my Drake. That's my classic Drake album. And everybody keeps saying, does Drake have a classic album? This definitely not in the conversation. I'll take Views over this. I'll take More Life over this. And there's songs on here that I fuck with. There's songs on here that I like. But this right here is not his best work. And that bothers me. That bothers me. Because if I'm putting you in my top 5 or my top 10, I need you to come with some shit that I could be like, here, you can't say shit else.
I like it.
I like the album, but it's not. There's other Drake albums that you would listen to over this. Well, I don't know. I won't put words in your mouth. I'm listening to More Life before I listen to this. I'm listening to Nothing Was the Same before I listen to this. I'm listening to Views. This album made me go back.
I'm just gonna put on the Drake playlist and all of it plays at once.
No, that's not it.
Why?
There's gonna be songs on there that I did not curate and tailor. I'm serious about my playlist. I don't want to hear shit that I don't want to hear. I don't want to go on a Drake playlist and hear Tootsie Slide. I'll be mad.
You know, I don't like Tootsie. That was just for TikTok. Tootsie Slide was for TikTok.
But he made rounds on that. I don't understand why the Little Durk song wasn't on here. I know it came out mad long ago. Was it on the care package thing that he dropped?
What Little Durk song?
Cry Now Laugh Later, that shit. And he had and Durk was going to fuck off. You look at it on your own time, but out of 10, what do you give the album?
A 10. I like Drake. I like that Drake gives us everything. I like that he just gives us a variety of different things. You can listen to this
whole album a playthrough?
I can in the gym. That's what I do when I work out. Playthrough. And I get through the whole thing. Car ride, like everything, a playthrough. I like it. I just like Drake. I like Drake that gives me variety.
No, I don't like Drake.
I love Drake. I like that he gives variety.
Anytime I see Drake slander, when I see niggas talking shit about Drake, I'm like, y'all are fucking haters. Which, the amount of hate that I've seen towards this album, I'm like, y'all just hating on Drake to hate on Drake. But I don't like the fact that he's giving niggas a reason to sit there and hate on it. He could have done better. I know deep down inside Drake has that Good Kid, Mad City. He has that Forest Hills Drive.
But what if this wasn't the time that he didn't want to do it? Maybe this was the time for a certified lover boy.
This is what I'm saying.
And then maybe the fourth quarter is for a certified lover boy. Maybe first quarter or second quarter will be
the next year. We need that.
I like it. It's balanced. It's balanced.
It's not balanced if this is the album that everybody's been waiting for 2.5 years, which everybody has been waiting for 2.5 years. Me personally, as knowing that Drake can come with some shit, I believe in his capability and his talent, I'm very underwhelmed with this body of work. Out of 21 songs, there might be 7 that I can literally listen to.
I like it. I like it.
And people don't like fucking fans. I love fucking fans.
I like all of it.
A lot of it sounds old. I don't understand why would you keep leaked records on the album? Why would you do that? That seems lazy to me. That don't seem Drake-like. This is the man that dropped if you're reading this, it's too late in the middle of the night. And
he also dropped
shit the fuck up.
So
okay, that's fine. And let me tell you something. Tootsie Slide is not for me. It will never be for me. Even that started from the bottom, all that shit. That's not the Drake that I appreciate. But then a nigga that's gonna sit there and do a 30 for 30, or do Jaded, or do motherfucking Tuscan Leather, like, and don't get it twisted. This nigga is intro outro king. Well, what? I don't.
Maybe
this is not the certified lover boy I want. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
No, that's the problem. He did exactly what he put all his fucking friends on there. I don't need another Drake and Future record. I don't.
So you just want?
I don't need another.
I
want Drake. I want Drake. I want. Nothing Was the Same. If you're reading this, is too late. With a level of anger and arrogance. With just boss shit.
But what if he's not in that
I don't need you and Little Baby on a record.
But what if he's not in that arrogant and anger space? He
well,
can't
then
give you that music.
You can't give this. This is subpar compared to other work that you've had. Because we've seen you when you get pissed off. Drake pissed off is beautiful.
But what if he's not? So you want him to wait until he's pissed
No,
off?
I don't necessarily.
And then
I don't know. I
what if
don't
we don't
know.
get nothing?
To rap pissed off, I'm not sitting here saying that you necessarily have to be in that space of being mad, but you can show people who you are. This is mediocre. This is mediocre.
But also
compared to other work,
but
it's mediocre.
The title it is Lover Boy.
This is not even Lover Boy. He should have called it Toxic Nigga. That's the album.
A lot of Lover Boys are toxic niggas. So
no, I'm sorry. It's just not so part of me. He can do better. I don't know how anybody who's a Drake fan sits there and says this is his best body of work.
I never said it. I like
no,
it.
not you. I'm saying people on the internet.
It's not his best body of work,
No,
but
like, y'all crazy.
I like it. It's something you can ride out to. Working out, the whole, like, it's a good workout thing.
No, I
it's
definitely
different.
can listen
I
to
love
this
his
shit.
play on words with a lot of things. Like, I love it because I be like giggling, like, oh, should I do that?
Poppy song can go. Girls Want Girls can go. In the
It's
Bible
funny.
with Dirk and Giveon, woo! That's a fucking bop. Love All with Jay-Z is great. I would have took Jay-Z. I would have took Drake off it, and that's Drake's song. Fair Trade Travis smoked Drake on his own song. Way Too Sexy. Y'all love it. I will watch y'all.
I don't
dance
care for
to
that
I
song.
don't care for that. So then we got what? We got two. For me. TSU, cool. In Too Deep, get the fuck out of here. Pipe Down. Yappa's Heartbreak is sickening. And the fact that that's maybe the shortest song on there is crazy. No Friends in This Industry.
I like 7 a.m.
Knife Talk.
Path is good
And
too.
that song, you know, is the song that he made last because it has all the Kanye shit in there. I don't take, what you call it, even the song with Thames, underwhelming. What the fuck was that? Fucking fans. I like the joint with Ty Dolla $ign.
Mm-hmm.
Get Along Better. I think I like the most toxic songs on the album. And that's crazy to me. So yeah, out of 21 songs, I have about 8 or 9 that I can fuck with. That's not even half. I don't like that. Not for Drake.
Mm-hmm.
I just hold him to a higher standard, me personally.
I'm just
I
glad
think
something
with
else
the
than Sissy Slide.
I think because we could get that the fuck up out of here forever. I think with the reviews that we're getting, I hope this jump starts that mindset that I'm talking about. I don't want him to be mad. I just want him to have something to prove.
He probably don't even care.
Or he don't. Maybe he just wants to make his rounds. He's good. Get a Grammy nomination, this, that, and the third, and that's kind of sad because there's motherfuckers that put you you're in the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Stay there for a reason. So that when he can't get mad when motherfuckers say that he'll never hit
But
Jay-Z.
he is staying in the conversation.
He's staying in the conversation, but I don't want to talk about Drake like this. I don't like that I'm talking about this album like this when I waited. I don't like this. This bothers me.
It sounds like you like him more than J. Cole.
I love Drake. J. Cole don't do no wrong for me. J. Cole has never given me, and I didn't like the whole
His last album.
Kids with the no, I love that album. That album, I'll go back and play J. Cole's last album before I go back.
But they
and
don't
play
rap
this.
about the same thing.
That's not necessarily true. J. Cole talks cash shit, but he does it in a more monotone.
He
way.
don't.
Drake is more flamboyant. Yes, he does.
J. Cole toxic.
I'm not talking about toxic. I'm talking about when you're spitting, you're talking like.
I'm talking about the album. I'm talking about his last album and this album.
No, you could. That's why when J. Cole and Drake came up at the same time. That is their peers. They're in the same class, but you know their rhetoric for what they talk about is different. It is different.
J. Cole talk about even Drake.
Drake is more flamboyant.
He talk real. Jake talk real like shit, but J. Cole talk like
It's just a little bit more
actual like.
Yeah, it's a little bit. J. Cole might be a little bit more conscious than Drake.
At
And
least
that's why Drake can't get mad.
I can understand J. Cole conscious shit.
Yeah.
Other I can't. I don't got time.
I mean, it depends. It depends on who you. It depends on your mindset. Music is subjective to anybody. I hate when people, you don't understand it. You're not smart enough to listen to J. Cole. Shut up. Don't do that to people. Because that's not even gonna make nobody go and be a fan or go listen to the person that you're sitting there saying they're not smart enough to listen to. So cut it out. Don't do that.
I don't be understanding what the fuck Kendrick be saying, so I just be like, I don't even tune in.
Well, and then if you don't have the patience to sit there, I think music is more of a patience thing. It's not that I don't understand
Maybe
it
you
if
should
I
just
don't
have
want
patience
to.
for Certified Lover Boy and try again.
I have patience for some. I like the album. I don't. This
It's
is not
too
the
toxic.
album. No, I told you I like all the most toxic songs. Pipe Down is the most toxic song on that album, and it's my.
You just want him to turn up. You want him to turn up.
I want when we're putting when people put their top 10 out and Drake's on that list. I don't want somebody else in the room to have to question that. Even if they're a hater, they understand why he's there. Yes, they do. People like, why the fuck would you listen to? There's motherfuckers that still don't believe in what Drake's telling and what he can do.
Who's who?
Listen, I don't have these conversations with people. It's literally on Twitter. It's on Instagram. Okay, and it's fine. I'm gonna listen to Drake regardless. But I'm saying, for me personally, as a fan, he could have done better. And I feel as if he can do better. Now, if I never get another Drake album that I like, I'll take back my words. I have no problem saying that I'm wrong. Or maybe he's not supposed to be in everybody's top 10. But not when I've heard shit in the past that's moved me from the nigga. Drake can spit. So this is not subpar to other shit. This fucking Nothing Was the Same shit's on this album. It does.
I don't remember.
You gotta go back and listen. This album made me go back and listen to.
Do you know what it is? I just like, I don't know. Maybe I just don't like. I like music or whatever. I love Drake and stuff, but I just don't like compare their albums and shit. Like, I don't. Like, I don't know. I just listen to it. If I like it, I like it. I just don't compare the albums.
You might be a little bit more simplistic when it comes to listening to music, as opposed to other people. They, like me, I might put in a little bit more aggression when it comes to shit when I fucks with somebody. Mm-hmm. Like, I critique stuff. If I like it, I like it. I bop to it. And maybe life would be a little bit more easier for me if I did that. But when I feel some shit, when I'm passionate about some shit, I'm gonna let you know. And I fucking love Drake. Still nobody can touch Drake for a 12, 13-year run, consistently giving us fire shit. He's still gonna be there. He's definitely in my top 10. Mm-hmm. Now I have to wonder if he's gonna be in my top 5. That bothers me.
So you would want it, the Lemon Pepper Wing album, like the extended album of Lemon Pepper Wings?
What the fuck?
With Rick Ross. The song is called Lemon Pepper Wings. You know, with him, Lil Baby.
That little 3P he did?
Yeah, so would you want you would want the same flow, but like extended like that?
It's not about flow. It's I don't need you to do the gimmicky shit. I don't need the way too sexy. I don't need the funny shit. I don't need you with all your fucking friends on the album. I don't need that. So then he can't.
You just wanted him. Like,
I wanted him, and I wanted shit that's gonna move me. That's what I wanted.
So maybe next quarter.
Maybe
that's
next quarter.
Maybe
I really think he's gonna get in the lab.
He's in his friend space. I know he keep talking about his friends, so maybe he's just in that space right now.
And then I can speak to it, but I feel like a lot of this shit sounded.
It probably cost him $0 to do it anyway. So
nothing costs $0.
Well,
no.
All his friends did everything, so I mean,
you gotta pay them niggas.
I mean, it's still in the circle, so it's not like you're really giving out.
You gotta pay them niggas.
But
you think Future don't get $100?
No, I'm saying it's not. So it's still within your circle, so it's not like
you don't need them. Them niggas don't need to be on there. I don't need Drake and Future and Young Thug on the song. I don't need it anymore. We did it. It's been done.
You gotta tell him that.
I ain't gotta tell him shit.
Maybe he's just in a phase right now, and maybe the next
he gonna hear it from the right person. I hope Kendrick jumps that nigga out his skin. I hope Kendrick comes up.
He already has an album out.
Kendrick don't have an album out?
Yes, he do. They was playing it in the damn gym. They was playing some new shit from him. They was playing it when I was working out.
Baby Keem has an album out, and Kendrick is featured on the single.
They was playing some new Kendrick shit, I'm telling you.
Kendrick is featured on Baby Keem's new single, and Baby Keem's album is coming out on Friday.
It was a lie, I'm telling you.
That's not new. Kendrick don't have no new album out. Kendrick is getting ready to drop some shit. We don't know when, because he ain't having a phone for 2 years, so we don't even. That nigga just popped up out of nowhere talking cash shit. So Drake can't be mad when he's put in the fucking conversation with Kendrick and niggas.
But why? They don't talk about the same thing. Why would they be in the same combo?
You're comparing because J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick dropped the same time. They all sonically have different subjects that they cater to, different things necessarily, but all do have the same fan base to a certain extent. But it's about Kendrick will sit there, drop an album by himself, dolo, don't put nobody on it, and speak to masses and millions of people. Drake does not have that yet.
Well, Kendrick ain't my cup of tea, so that's why I'm just not like putting them in.
But you
like
can't
the same.
You can't compare. You say you don't compare.
No, I'm saying like it's just they don't talk about the same thing to me, so I just can't look at.
Kendrick can get into his bag. And have you listened to this new verse?
To what? To the Lil Baby Keem song?
Yeah, have you listened to his verse?
His same shit he always talking about.
No, it's not. If you listen to it, then it's not the same thing. It's not.
Well, I'm not a Kendrick fan, so
and he's talking cash shit, and he's coming at Drake directly coming at that nigga. So he can't be mad when they're in the same conversation.
Since when was they beefing?
Since Control verse dropped.
Whatever.
That's what I'm saying. If you're not that invested,
I'm not that invested. I just like music. I don't have time. Like, just fucking play the goddamn music and keep it pushing. What the fuck
you
don't
are like that. You can't do that for everybody.
Well, why do they you want to be? Like the fuck?
It's not. I don't.
The fuck?
It just makes for better shit.
Just fucking play the goddamn music and keep
No,
it
let's not play the music. You're not about to move me and then give me subpar bullshit. I'm sorry. I hold you to a higher standard.
You're really invested.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Very, very.
You're not gonna get me through my sophomore and my junior year of college and then give me subpar bullshit.
But Sasha,
you're not gonna do that. I'm
I'm
telling you about a feeling that I had when I listened to that nigga back then. You're not gonna give me bullshit after you gave me good music. It's just like you don't care and how it's nothing to you. I'm not comparing it to where it was back then. I'm always gonna remember where I was and how I felt when I heard that. But don't drop the bar afterwards and think that I'm supposed to still be a fan.
Well, who dropped the bar? Kanye West. I didn't listen to Donda. I turned it off after the first song. That was it.
That's not what everybody's saying, but okay.
For me.
You turned it off after the... How can you have a critique and you turn it off after
I didn't just want to hear that Donda shit. I didn't want to hear that.
You ain't listen to nothing else, so you cannot have a critique.
I don't care for Kanye. I gave it a try, the first one.
Now say that. Let's start with that. Kanye has not done it for me for a while. And I was one of the 150 people that liked Jesus. I liked Jesus. Even though niggas was like, this is his worst album. I don't know where the fuck he's going. He's taking it to a whole nother level. I don't know about this. I think Kanye's too pandering. He's too far gone with his shit. Like, yeah, it's a gospel album. You got some great features on there. And I hate how you made everybody, I hate how you featured everybody and made them come out they motherfucking bag. I feel like fucking Fabio, you should have saved that for your album, your next album. Westside Gun, you should have saved that for your own shit. The Locks, y'all should have came out with some anniversary shit. Y'all should have said, fucking J Electronica, y'all should have saved that shit. I don't know why y'all gave y'all best to Kanye. Because he used y'all. He did subpar bullshit, mumble fucking repetitive ass bars, and he made y'all come out y'all skin. Y'all should have saved that for y'all own fucking albums. I'm sorry. Kanye is a fucking user. He's a panderer. He panders to everybody. Now now you want to sit there and you want to have a fucking gospel album so you could get a Grammy nomination through the gospel. Like, you know for a fact there's no other gospel album that people are going to stream as much as yours. And it's because it's hip-hop related. Mm-hmm. Just so you could get a Grammy nomination, you're a fucking panderer.
Donda's gospel?
Yeah, it's a gospel album. They bleep out all the curses, all that bullshit. And he got people on there.
Point?
He just used all them fucking rappers on there. You use all them rappers on there just so that you can have this body of work that we're supposed to be so fucking enthralled by. And so, like, oh my God, he's setting the standard in the bar. No.
With 5 people saying gospel stuff?
No, it's a hip-hop. In hindsight, he had hip-hop artists on there, but sonically it's a gospel album. There's no cursing on it.
What did Bobby talk about? What did he say?
He was just in his bag. That was the best.
Gospel. He's talking about gospel.
No, it's not necessarily Jesus walks or this, that, and the third. He was rapping.
Spiritual.
It's hip hop. I don't know how to explain it. That's what I'm saying. It's pandering. It's literally pandering.
But I'm just saying. But it's like if he wants to gospel
hip hop, it's not gonna be in hip hop albums. It's considered a gospel album because the basis. Even if Fabio's not speaking gospel shit on his verse, which he's really not, the whole and all the song that he's on is a gospel, God-based, Christian-based song. All the songs are Christian-based. Every single one of them. Jail, all of them. Who? There's a song on there called Jail. Which is not bad. Off the Grid is really good too.
Who's on that?
Is that come on Fabio? I can't tell you. They got Off the Grid with Jay-Z? No, Jail's with Jay-Z. Listen, all I know is that Kanye's a panderer.
He's a thief. But I do like how he told the boy to go find God. That was fucked up. But
he has a song in there where he's repeating that for like
go find God, go find
3
God.
verses, go find God. Or anybody need Jesus? I'm shit like that. Like,
but he's playing because
2 verses.
Whatever.
He knows to get back in people's good graces, especially black people, Christian-based.
But
black
not
people.
that.
Like, you think a lot of people haven't sat there forgiving Kanye for all that fucking bullshit?
They already did. They didn't care. They didn't care. They still was stuck with him when he was wearing that fucking hat.
As soon as this nigga sat there and did not pay Sunday service their money, fucking money, but remixed all their little secular songs and made it gospel. People love faith. People live by faith. Listen, as soon as you sit there and said, oh my God, redeem me, Jesus, I found Jesus, people willing to forgive all your past transgressions. And maybe that is how it should be. But Kanye is using y'all. He's using y'all. He knows that y'all use religion as a crutch. A lot of you use religion as a crutch. And he knows as soon as he says, well, I done found Jesus and this, that, and the third, will be like that. He gave the whole story in the background of his this being an album dedicated to his mother, hence the name Donda. And he played on y'all empathy part. And it's just another celebrity he's just lost the realm of reality. He lives in an alternative universe where if it's not about him being the center of attention, then that's it. Mm-hmm. Against Certified Lover Boy, and I did listen to Donda. It's not horrible, but it's still subpar. Kanye West, this is the nigga that gave College Dropout. This nigga that gave Dark Twisted Fantasy. And when niggas was not listening to no Dark Twisted Fantasy, they did not understand that. Like, even Life of Pablo still sonically is a fucking amazing album. Mm-hmm. But Kanye playing games. And another one, subpar. 2 critically acclaimed albums in a week, and they both fell just like under the radar for me. They're subpar. But Kanye's not getting a second listen from me, so there you go. Mm-hmm. And stop fucking comparing Drake and Kanye. That rhetoric is annoying. I get it. I understand why. But Drake answered that nigga on 7 a.m. on Bridal Path. So let's just stop. It's done.
Play the fucking music. Just play the music.
Shake that ass, bitch. That's the best song. That's the best song out right now. Cardi B gave birth to a son on Beyonce's birthday.
I knew it was the boy.
Wait, didn't it say before it was a boy?
Nobody knew until she pushed it out and put the dinosaur and the teddy bear emoji. She didn't say what it was.
You see the picture with the baby wrapped up in a Louis Vuitton blanket? I didn't see the picture, but I heard.
I didn't see it. Wait, it was when
she was in the hospital.
Oh yeah, with her and Offset. I didn't know it was Louis. I don't be paying attention to shit. I just saw her Offset and the baby.
That's what somebody was talking about. I think that's cute.
Who cares?
Yes. Nobody wasn't talking shit about it. It's on brand for Cardi B.
Oh yeah.
I didn't see any negative thing about it. Shit, if I could wrap my baby up in a Louis Vuitton blanket and go home, that's exactly how I want to do it. I personally didn't see no negativity about that.
They kick you out the hospital immediately now. Usually used to be like 4 days.
$25,000 to have a baby. And
now you gotta go.
I guess as long as you can walk out, you're good. But yeah, shout out to them for having a little boy on Beyonce's birthday. Shout out to the Queen for her 40th birthday. I seen a fucking post on Twitter. They were like, on September 4th, Beyonce's the first woman to turn 40. I was like, yo, y'all fucking stupid as hell. But that was this past weekend.
She cute.
Who cute?
Beyonce. She was real cute on her birthday.
Was that when she was wearing the pink dress, or was that before her birthday? With the pink product platforms? The satin joints?
I thought she did like that. Did she do like, she posted a few times, I think.
I thought it was before her birthday. I'll go back and look. Love me some Queen. Mm-hmm. It's my baby.
No.
Ja Rule versus Fat Joe. That's the next versus that's coming up. It's a little less than a week from now. It's going to be back at the, Madison Square Garden, the same place they had Locks versus Dipset. Hey, boo. I don't mind it. Is it who I wanted Ja Rule to go against? No, but we were never getting
50 Cent.
We were never getting Ja Rule and 50 Cent. The fuck? What kind of security you gotta get for something like that?
iPhone. Via FaceTime.
But that kind of shit, you need that. You need that.
You think that's worse than Gucci and?
I don't think anybody expected to have Gucci and Jeezy.
I'm saying, like, you think that's like, that's more, Ja Rule and 50 is more scarier? Well, not scary, but.
Not scarier. Okay, so let me put, Gucci and Jeezy's beef was more serious in what actually transpired and went down. But
that shit was serious too. 50 Cent, Ja Rule.
Yeah, because there was
snitching.
So they don't put it on the same way, but I think New York niggas is a little bit more petty. Let's put it like that.
The damn Locks and the damn
they way more petty, and the Locks and Dipset was petty to each other. They was playing around. These two motherfuckers that 50 Cent and High. See, this is the thing. This is where it gets broken down. Jeezy or Gucci never ended.
They beef.
They squashed their beef on the stage. They never ended each other's careers.
Oh, yeah.
50 Cent is the reason why niggas stopped listening to Ja Rule.
And I thought that was really fun. I love Ja Rule music.
Ja Rule was amazing. My mother bought me Ja Rule's first CD. I don't think she knew what she was doing.
Like, none of them did.
She didn't know what she was doing. She just went to Kmart, and you know how they used to have like, you could get like 5 CDs for $30? So she just picked that up.
I was like, damn.
50 Cent is the reason why Ja Rule was not played for years, blackballed for years, had hits on him for years. See, Jeezy and Gucci still respectively had their same career.
Went to jail.
Yeah, but that was his bit. That was his
problem.
That was not Jeezy's issue.
I like Ja Rule though, so when people be saying that, I be like, I'm not saying nothing bad about it. I love Ja Rule's music.
But you know what else too? Even if, Gucci went to jail, but Gucci came out and consistently gave us hits after that. Even after he came out of jail. Ja Rule did stop making good music after a while. 50 Cent in hindsight stopped making good music too, but that was way after Ja Rule had stopped.
To me, like 50 Cent ain't been like 50 Cent took the TV director, whatever role or whatever.
Yeah, because he know he can't.
Do you feel like
he has to do that?
I did like certain people. Do you feel like when that era of music ends, they gotta end?
I could say no, but then show me
like,
somebody that's really standing the test of time.
Because like, what the fuck is Ja Rule really going?
Well, it gotta be 20 songs. I have
no, not verse. I'm saying like now, like what the fuck would he like?
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying so like when that maybe like, what was he really like?
But that's what I'm saying. Even sonically, 50 Cent had a longer career than Ja Rule, but 50 Cent at a time nobody wasn't checking for his shit either. He dropped the album about a year and a half, 2 years ago. Exactly. No one's playing that.
No.
So
maybe his time was his time when he did his music.
There is certain time
like Fabulous. He should stop. Fabulous, like
I haven't listened to a Fab. Well, Fab never had good albums. Nigga from New York will tell you that. Fab never had good albums. Fab is legendary in respecting his own right. Mixxy. Shut up.
Okay.
Piss me off this episode. I will break your finger. But like there was a time where T.I. you couldn't go nowhere. T.I. had 15 songs on the billboards, but now no one's listening. I'm not checking for a T.I. album.
You know what? I feel like.
I do think it comes in waves.
It comes in like they are at like like homegirl, like Lil' Kim. It was a time for her to be everybody.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody in like Queen Latifah knew when to style. What can Queen Latifah look like rapping? Right the fuck she gonna rap about right now? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody has a way.
This is my girl, and I love her. She does no wrong. No, because because
she can steal.
Nicki gave us 2 new joints, and she was fractions in fucking Seeing Green.
Oh yeah.
And even Crocodile Teeth remix, and she was spitting. Who don't like Crocodile Teeth?
You know niggas be hating.
I
like it. I prefer the regular version.
Original.
Me too.
She did what she was supposed to do.
I like it.
So Nicki's not out of the conversation.
She's not.
Even though some of her stuff before, I don't know what bag she's been in with that little re-release that she did. But some of the stuff before that wasn't that good.
The re-release was just sort of up to touch the girl.
Yeah, to get those mixtapes on streaming platforms to get her up there. But Nicki, for a time, she was giving us subpar bullshit. She was. Lil Wayne, he's been snapping on every feature that he has been on. Everybody's album. Mm-hmm. He's been wilding.
And sometimes
Lil Wayne's last album was not good. So I do believe that there's times. There's only certain people that can keep coming and keep going, and this shit's fire.
You know what it is?
Rick Ross is one of those rare people. He's gone through all. Rick Ross album still gets played. Mm-hmm. Even his latest one is still good. Now, will you go back and probably listen to the other ones a little bit more? Of course, but Rick Ross still continuously does that, and maybe that's because he does not switch from his formula. He doesn't switch from his formula.
He doesn't.
He gonna give you luxury rap. You're gonna get that from Ross, and maybe that's what. And he knows when to drop it and when people need it for the time.
I just think it comes in like waves. Like it's like the people that we like our like generation. Like it's a time that like it stops because what the fuck it look like Ja Rule and all of them making music. You know what I'm saying? That's out now. Like,
but that's why Versus caters to nostalgia.
Is it true?
Versus plays on your nostalgia, and that's why we're not. Y'all gotta stop. We're not getting no Chris Brown verses. We're not getting those people versus because they're still relevant in music, still dropping relevant music today. I'm sorry.
Who will Usher go against?
I don't want to do that because
no, I'm for real. Like
no, I don't know. I don't know.
You think Usher can go against a woman?
I think he should. I think he could go against a woman.
But is it even really a battle now? Is it just?
No, you get the battle aspect. The Locks and Dipset brought that back.
Damn.
I think Ja Rule and Fat Joe is going to be.
It was just the Lock show after this. Dipset gave up.
It was Jadakiss show. It was Jadakiss show. Dipset was like, that's still great. I think they're kind of pandering too with the Madison Square Garden thing, selling the tickets. They're trying to make the Ja Rule and Fat Joe thing like that. But Ja Rule and Fat Joe are really fucking friends. They both got Ashanti records. Ja Rule's rights. Fat Joe got some shit. I think a lot of people. I think Ja Rule is the crowd favorite to win. But like we always say, Dipset was a crowd favorite. We don't know what the fuck will happen on Tuesday. We don't know.
I know for me, like, I just love, like,
I love
Ja Rule. Like, Ja Rule was me.
Classic
Murder
records.
It's murder. That shit was me. That was me. They better bring out Ashanti. Like, that was me.
Everything.
That was me. Like, I fucking loved it. Like, I already know, like, what we're going to get. Like, I know I'm going to be pressed.
They both got Ashanti records. It's going to be Murder Inc. versus Terror Squad. I know how you feel about Remy Ma. I
wanted better. Like, I just get emotional talking about Remy Ma because I really do. Because I just wanted, like, I was talking to Damien about this when the Versus thing came out. And no, it was Fat Joe's birthday. And I just sent him the picture, like, I just put my head down because.
I think she was good.
No, I wanted, like,
Oh, more of a rap career?
I just hated that everything has to be featuring Fat Joe. I hate it. With Remy, like, I just hate it.
That stands a test to she can't stand by herself. And I told you on here, like, we did a whole breakdown of the whole Nicki Minaj, Remy Ma thing. And why Nicki Minaj should never even subjected herself to being a beef with Remy Ma because Remy Ma should have never been an opponent for you.
Never. But I just be like, damn, like, every time it's a news, I'm like, damn, like, nigga, I'm like, damn, Remy, like,
she felt like she needed Fat Joe to stand up on two legs, but
I hate it. It just bothers me.
What do you think she could have done without him?
I think she could have.
But the thing is, she didn't think that, and that's the problem.
I think she could have, like,
I see your disappointment.
When remember the Nicki versus Remy, when they had it, Remy had mad people on her side. I think she could have, and I just hate it every time it's like, Fat Joe, Fat Joe, Fat Joe, Fat Joe. I'm like, why? Like, fucking why? And maybe that's the route she wanted to take. Maybe that's what it was, but I hate it.
I think she really is. I don't know nothing about nobody, but I think she's cool with the bag she's in. That reality.
She probably is. She's still doing it.
I think she's still doing something. I can't tell you. I don't want to. But who do you have projected to win Fat Joe versus Ja Rule next week, September 14th on Burrow's birthday at Madison Square Garden? Oh man, I cannot be a commentator. I'll be slurring my words.
Ja Rule, but I like that Fat Joe song with Rihanna. Waiting on that man to get that back.
That's gonna be a vibe.
And that's my motherfucking jam, bitch. That is my jam.
Let me hear.
That is my jam. I was there when you. Wait a minute, pause. I take it back. It might be Ja Rule because Mesmerized with him and Ashanti. They did the Grease tribute.
If Ja Rule can get into his writer bag for songs that he's written for people, I don't know.
Ooh, what if we bring out J-Lo and Ashanti?
No.
All right. She said the nigga word. I didn't like that.
Y'all let niggas say nigga.
Yeah,
y'all let niggas say I'm never gonna forgive y'all for letting J-Lo say nigga. Thought she was black for 2 fucking summers, and that bitch went right back to being a Caucasian woman. Y'all let J-Lo think she was black. Fuck
tell them niggas my name. Ooh, girl. But honestly, I'm just ready to have a good time.
Well, that's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a good time. What was it? Bow Wow and Soulja Boy was a good time.
That was so much fucking fun.
Who was also a good time? Who was it? Who was it? Fuck.
I wish Brandy and Monica wasn't so awkward and so petty and so nasty. Because I want
to say something about that real quick. Do you remember on the Verses when Monica was saying something like she was saying like Heaux, or she was cussing or something, and Brandy was like whoa, Sarai in the back. First of all, Sarai is about like 20 years old, and then she was on her fucking TikTok laying up with a boy. So I'm like, you caused all that havoc at the TikTok for that?
Monica listened to that.
No, I'm just saying, like,
No, I mean, you be like,
girl. No, Monica ain't.
Your child, you're grown. First of all, you're a baby adult.
She is.
And I'm like, and I love their relationship.
Yes.
They're so cute together.
So
They're
cute.
really together, but
Shut her goddamn daddy.
Monica and motherfucking Brandy hate each other, and that was so awkward. Keisha Cole and Ashanti did not get what it was supposed to give, and we definitely were waiting for that. So that was fucked up. And Ashanti won.
I hope Ashanti gets to come out for Ja Rule.
She's coming out for both. She got songs with both of them.
Right.
It's beautiful, baby. It's gonna be beautiful on Tuesday. That shit's gonna be
fun. Keisha really fucked it up for Ashanti.
Yeah, they fucked it up for us. Because
right.
you know we were
waiting
for that shit.
I was ready.
You know how many times I did verses against people with Keisha Cole and Ashanti? I played both sides. Like, let me look and see who wrote Rain on Me. Because if Ja Rule played that.
Who was the recent, the Locks? Who was
Bobby Brown and Keisha?
Oh, no. Trina and E. That was nice. That was my shit. That was nice. And I just want a good time. I just want a good time.
And that was unexpected.
I didn't think it was going to be good.
I didn't think it was going to be good.
I thought
I didn't think it was going to be good, y'all. But I liked that. I liked it a lot.
I like it. Lil' Kim want to do verses, but she can't.
The only person that Lil' Kim...
And she's not going to do it. Unless Papa Bear grabs her by her face.
I can't wait for these kids to get their...
And says, Mommy, do it.
Like, Nikki, come here. Grab that fucking... Bitch. Stop hanging out with Rihanna.
And her...
Get in this bag and get this fucking verses. Stop playing with us. The fuck? I think that's how he talks to her. Like, I know Blue Ivy does all Beyonce's coordination, public relations, and choreography.
Northwest gets her mother together. Northwest has her father through and fucking.
And honestly, that might be a good thing.
It is. It's good.
That might be a good thing.
It's good because you
not all the way, but
Mommy, why you got that Mickey Mouse?
Mommy, why do you change your voice when you talk? Because I'm trying to be black North, and you're like.
And she called her out about you don't listen to her music. Remember? Was it Billie Eilish? Who was it? JoJo and Billie Eilish?
If a kid not gonna do nothing else, a child will tell the fucking truth.
Children
tell the truth.
Mommy, why do you talk like that? You don't listen to her.
Is it because I'm saying contour different? No. You're talking different. You changed your voice. Your mama wanna be black.
Anyway, I'm looking to have a good time but you're not gonna be able to watch it.
Why?
You're gonna be out for her birthday.
I'm gonna take her out early. Get on my
What day is it?
That me's on the phone.
No, what day is the thing?
It's her birthday, Tuesday, the 14th.
Coming up next week.
Yeah, we're gonna take her to dinner like around 6:30. We gonna start it. We going to that spot K-pop, the little Korean.
She like that?
She gonna like it. That's what she's doing. I've asked
Get
my
her
mother.
catfish. She said she don't know.
She doesn't. My mother never knows where she wants to go. My mother don't eat out, so she don't know where to go.
She's gonna put her wig on her makeup.
I'm gonna do her makeup for her.
You are?
Yeah.
What time are you gonna start? Is she patient?
I have a half day that day. She is the worst client.
What about Destiny?
My aunt is beautiful in the chair. She sits still. She
likes
it. She loves it. She sits still. She sits up. Because she wants to be able to do it. I went with her today. I got her some blush. I got her concealer. We got some lip gloss.
Girl just anxious.
She's fucking
You know what it is? Girls like to be in control. That's all it is.
No, she's
anxious.
all over the place. She's giggling the whole time. Weird ass trick.
Girl anxious. Girl just want what she want when she want it right now. She want it to be done like that.
Virgo shit.
Yep.
I can't wait for this season to be over.
Like that. But then you go into the crazy season. But anyway,
what's the crazy season, Jasmine?
Libra. I'm not denying. Future baby mama and Carisha X.
I ain't going to when I wrote that. It was kind of bad.
Yeah, I was gonna add that's number 6. I was gonna add the thing, but I was like, wait a minute, and then I read it. I always forget that Joy is future baby mama. I always forget. I literally forget because
oh my god,
I forget.
Joy is Bow Wow's baby mother.
Bow Wow future. But out of having a kid with Bow Wow, Shy is a star. Shy is a fucking star.
And Bow Wow is a good father.
Yep.
So I will never make fun of her for having a child with Bow Wow. Because Bow Wow is a great father. Does Bow Wow have another child?
And he fathers him too.
A boy. And it was a little rocky, but it's turned out to be okay now, right?
It was like a fuck buddy thing.
Oh, like Drake.
One night stand.
Drake, you know he fucked his
she was a fuck buddy?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, he said he fucked her like once or twice and she got pregnant.
They say those
probably nasty.
But they said those be like the let me be quiet. Anyway, but they say those be like the easiest relationship, like co-parenting.
Yes, because you don't really.
It's scary though.
It's scary because you don't know the person, but then there's no expectation for a relationship and heartbreak because you don't know the person. So y'all can collectively just be like, we don't know each other really. We might be cool, we might be friends, but we have this child, so we can get along for this child. But we romantically, there's no romantic expectation to muddle this and fuck.
I don't know if you're an asshole. I don't know if you're this. I don't know if you're that.
But then that could be scary too, because what if you're an asshole? What if you're this or what if you're that? Just don't want no problems, bro. I just don't want no problems.
You don't know anything. Even if you know the person, you don't know anything. You literally know nothing.
I don't want.
You don't. I'm sorry. I'm just saying you literally know nothing. It's true. If you sit here, you literally know nothing.
If it was ride or die, then you should be dead right now.
You literally know nothing.
If it was ride or die, then you should have been dead right now.
Pump me. I was shocked. I was like, girl, what?
Oh my God. Can we tell these people what we're really talking about?
Okay, so Joy, I always say Joey, but it's Joy.
I say Joey too.
It's Joy. Joey's cuter. It's Joy. I like Joey.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to call it.
It's Joy. I thought it was Joey too, but it's Joy.
Joy.
It's
going to take me a while to get
Joy. Joy has been spotted on a yacht with P. Diddy, Mr. Lover, on a yacht.
Lover.
They was like skin to skin, lip to lip. They was doing, like when the baby first come out.
They sat there
skin
and
to
really
skin.
compared that girl tattoos. Girl, you didn't even have to do that.
No.
You know it's her. She know it's her.
And you know what?
Why I say Carisha's ex, because literally last week
She was
throwing subliminals talking about maybe not last week, but remember when she did that caption? Something, city girl looking for a bad boy and her sitting on Diddy's lap. We talked about her sitting on Diddy's, we talked about Carisha and Diddy
we did.
briefly on here. But that literally, everybody up until 2 days ago thought that Carisha, Miss Young Miami from the City Girls, was with Diddy, but then pictures of Joy on his yacht popped up.
I'm gonna say this.
And I'll say it again. Diddy is a soul sucker. Hence,
he is.
Episode whatever that's our
he
episode.
is.
He's a soul sucker.
It's just to me. I'm just like.
But
why?
she survived Future. You think Diddy's just a boss?
She survived Future. She survived Akon's brother.
She survived
Bow Wow.
She did survive Bow Wow, and she survived Young Berg.
I forgot about that. He was first.
Yeah. And Bow Wow was a good father, but I'm pretty sure Bow Wow was 8.
But you know what? She didn't.
She never said nothing.
No.
She never talked about none of her niggas trash.
Even when like they asked about her,
she don't talk about none of her niggas trash.
She never.
But other girls talk about them trash. So it's
know why? You know why? It's because
maybe it's different for her.
Because she don't. You know why? Because she don't like. She don't take pride in certain. Like, remember I told you when I sent that clip to y'all, it was like a long time ago when she sent the maybe sometime, and she was like she has a YouTube, she was doing a Q&A or whatever, and she was being very boastful and proud because she don't get child support from Future. So I think...
Oh, she's one of the rare ones where he claims a child and actually gives her the money straight?
She don't get anything. She don't get child support. I guess he might give her money here and there, but she didn't go through the whole court thing. Like, she don't get, like, even, like, child support. Like, they never had, like, a text, like, hey, give me this money for...
You don't think he's breaking that girl off?
He might be. Like, he might be putting money in her account, but she said it loud and proud.
Well, I feel bad for his other baby mothers.
I don't get child
I feel bad
support.
for Eliza, who he said he would kill her if she had the baby.
But she said that I didn't get why that was a bragging right. Are you saying, like, I just didn't understand, was that a bragging right? Because I don't know.
Maybe I take it as she doesn't have the messy custody issues.
Nope, she said she don't get
if she doesn't want it, that's fine. That's her business.
But
that's her business. Maybe she don't want it. Maybe she takes what he gives her. Maybe she knows she was never going to be with him. It's a situation where they're cool and she wanted to have a baby. Mm-hmm. He was cool with having a baby at that time. He probably made her sign a contract like, yo, you can't take me to court. You can't take me to court.
Would you? But like, would you? Okay, say like your baby shower and stuff. Like if like
he was at her baby shower.
He was there. Right? He was holding the stomach. Like, would you be comfortable with that?
Clearly. And it's sad.
I think she didn't give him no shit. She didn't give him no shit, no drama.
I don't think she gave him no drama.
So he was cool with it. He like, I'm gonna post for this.
I think she wanted her baby. She got her son, and she kept it moving. And she's like, all right, well, fuck it. If I'm gonna have a baby, I might as well have a baby by Future. Which, with his history, is kind of sad. Because even Ciara Did I ask her? Even Ciara, they had to go through some custody shit. I don't know if it was child support. It was
because Ciara and Future was more. They were serious. I don't think.
So that's what I'm saying. Future is a weird ass, scary ass enigma because he picks and chooses who he wants to be a father to. He literally does.
I don't think he's a lot of kids.
I mean, he's subpar. Even the ones that he do claim he's subpar to. Like, what did he give Ciara and his son, baby Future? He don't watch, and the baby don't even look.
That's crazy. Ciara named his baby Future, and then Joy named their baby Hendrix. The stage name.
I need a voodoo dick.
Him and Des Dior still together?
I don't know nothing about that little girl with him.
Oh, okay.
I hope she got what she got, like Lori Harvey. And
I forgot they did.
And didn't get pregnant and keep it moving. He didn't figure they did it. That's the problem. But, Carisha, just like I said on here about Carisha, get your money from this nigga and keep it moving.
But I was watching her Santana live the other day. That's so funny. And he was like, they was talking about like, they was name dropping. And he was like, I'm gonna drop it. So you better motherfucking not. So I don't know. She might be like, Diddy might be like all for fun. I don't know.
I think
Diddy can be fun.
I personally
think he's fun.
I think he's fun.
I think he's fun too.
I think he gives you an experience. I think he shows you a good time. I think he gives you a good amount of money to invest in yourself, and you walk away from the relationship, hopefully without no kids. Well, I don't think Diddy can have no more kids. I don't know. Men can have kids forever. But I think any young girl, because Diddy likes them young, that's his preference, whatever, predatory. You walk away from Diddy getting an investment for yourself. Diddy is the ultimate trick. He's gonna give you the ultimate luxury experience. You might come out with some good dick out of it. I don't know if Diddy got good dick. I don't know. Cassie's stuck for
I don't think it's no animosity between him and Carisha because she was like, come on, remember how Diddy was dancing and shit like that. So maybe it was just maybe they was just
shows young girls a certain luxurious experience. I think Diddy's the type of trick nigga that's there for a good time and not a long time. Mm-hmm. You should not invest much into it. You know how they be like, like I've seen on Twitter the conversation about a lot of people talking about, sometimes I don't go into dealing with people where I think it's going to be forever. I just deal with it and keep it moving. I think
that's true.
You have that understanding. You get what you can get out of it. You make sure he invests in you in some way, shape, or form. Maybe you just get some presents. Maybe that's all you want, and that's cool and fine. And you keep it moving. I'm just saying, don't get. I just would like Joy not to get stuck.
They was kissing. Was Diddy and Miami kissing? No.
I don't know.
They was skin to skin.
Carisha was sitting on that nigga lap.
She don't care.
Maybe just, maybe Joy is gonna do some vocals on a new album. He's coming out with a new compilation.
Or maybe she'll be like the choreographer
for the music. But just don't.
It was odd. It was odd.
Diddy, it was just very random. Diddy is just not a nigga. I don't believe, me personally, I don't believe that Diddy is a nigga to get stuck with.
No, we seen that. We seen what happens.
Yes. Shout out to Cassie for finding her white king.
2 babies.
Wait a second. I skipped something. I think I skipped it because I was low-key repulsed. But we're going to talk about it. Drink Champs dropped the episode.
Oh, we did skip it.
I did it on purpose. I'm going to leave this for last. Drink Champs dropped the episode. If you don't know, that's another podcast. It's starring Nori, former rapper turned podcaster.
Nore.
Noriega. And they have some.
That's a cute.
They have some classic interviews on that motherfucking podcast, and one has made its rounds around the way with Mr. Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy is very. I'm not gonna sit here and say I listen to Trick Daddy.
He belong on the PJs. Remember that show? The PJs, the projects. I'm on the PJs.
Trick Daddy looks like a walking crypt. He just like a fucking. He just an oily, like an oil spill, like a blob of a turd. I don't know. Anyway, Trick Daddy. I just watched a little bit of the clip. I don't know how they got into the conversation about booty eating gang, but Trick Daddy is out here talking about He loved to eat booty. He loved getting salad tossed. And the question was asked to him, how girls be doing it? Like, you be having your legs up? This man answered sometimes. And if you're a little bit younger, because I really don't know what our demographic is of who listens to us, but I think everybody that I think listens to us knows exactly who Trick Daddy is, knows exactly how Trick Daddy looks. And I am the first to sit here and say,
hood niggas love their ass, ain't.
I think a lot of niggas would like their ass.
A lot of niggas would.
If they would sit there and they would let it happen.
I don't judge. I don't shame. I don't booty eat shame. I don't booty eat shame.
Will
never
eat fuck
Trick Daddy ass.
I will question the fuck out of any woman that subjected herself to eating Trick Daddy's ass.
You dirty bitch.
You know what? If a girl came out and said she licked Drake's ass, I could see why. I feel like he's cleanly. I feel like he uses wipes. I feel like he gets in there. I feel like he smells like lavender.
Cause he big.
But no, Rick Ross gives me clean. I feel like Rick Ross smells really good.
I don't think Rick Ross don't want his ass ate.
That's the thing. Nah. The luxurious ones be a little freaky.
Trick Daddy just look like he's just sitting in a bed of roaches.
Like, I feel like why would you eat Lil Wayne ass?
He a hood nigga. They like that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Them the ones that like it.
But I'm not gonna touch on this. For me. I'm not booty eating, shaming nobody. For me, I'm just not going down that path. I'm not.
That's fine.
I'm not. Whoever, do you. Get your man kinks, you do what you gotta do. But I draw the line at Trick Daddy. That's all I'm saying.
And I know it's gonna come
So
out.
you okay with me on all fours? That don't bother you?
What you mean? And they on all fours with me eating their ass? If that's my name, I don't care.
Okay. You don't giggle?
No, I'm not gonna giggle. You know me. I'm a little bit more food and shit. Granted, I've never eaten ass. I'm not opposed to it. I don't think I attract the type of niggas that would be even comfortable saying that they like it.
You wouldn't.
I'll try. I've been curious. I've tried. But I'm not the type of person, if you tell me, even if you don't know if you like it or not, if you tell me you do not like it, I'm not going to do it. And this is a bitch that said, bitch, you could have talked to me about 3-4 years, I'm not eating no nigga ass, this and the third. I've never done it, but I am not opposed to it. Maybe I'll save it for marriage, or maybe I'll save it for somebody that I can really, 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 really trust.
What about the gooch?
Yeah. So then
that's close enough.
They say if you lick the gooch, then you've kind of done it. I don't know. Welcome to the team, baby. I don't know.
It's like this.
The gooch is the soft.
I know. I'm saying the other thing is this.
Spreading the cheeks and putting the tongue inside.
And you actually see
or
the
not,
anal.
Okay, because a lot of people
hole.
saying that eating ass doesn't necessarily mean that you're. This is wild. Eating ass does not necessarily mean sticking your tongue inside, even though that's part of it. You could just do a rim job. That's around the asshole.
Men aren't clean enough for me.
But then I heard somebody say, well, if you don't think that a nigga is clean enough for you, then you shouldn't be fucking them.
That's
I think it's right next to the ass. Fecal matter matters.
I'm over it. Let's move on to I'm never Trick Daddy, that's disgusting.
I want a girl to come out and say she ate Trick Daddy ass.
Trina. No way she's still fucking with him after all that shit he said to her and did to her. It's no fucking way.
You think Trina ate Trick Daddy ass?
It's no fucking way. You don't know Nan Heaux. Done been to places like hands. If he wants it.
If he wants it, I'm consensual. I'm not gonna just eat your ass. But I think a lot of niggas be like, it gotta be by accident though. What do y'all really want? Y'all know y'all want your ass ate. Y'all want your ass ate. You want the girl to do it by accident, but you want to act like, oh my God, don't do it. But then again, I ain't never had it done, but I know I ain't gonna like it. You don't know if you like it. It's a lot. I like my ass ate. That shit is.
I don't care about that part of me.
Tongue stiff dick.
That don't bother me.
I don't need it, but when it happens.
Oh, that don't bother. It happens, especially like when you're like bent over, like when you're on, like when the girl when we're bent over. Yeah,
or when you're sitting on
that's different. But like a man, like I understand that's a spot, but it's just like whoa, that's.
Well, God played the trick on y'all because y'all G spot is in y'all ass, so y'all might as well get with the times. I don't have a problem.
That's why I don't believe it. But
you don't believe in the Bible or science? What the Bible got to do with anything right now?
Because they say that's wrong. The Christian people say it's wrong. They
I'm not
do.
doing this with you.
They say it's wrong. They say it's wrong. It's in the Bible. I swear to God.
You believe it?
Fuck no.
All right, then. That's it. There's a lot of shit in the Bible is 50 fucking.
You really believe two of the animals got on that motherfucking ark? No. Anyway,
that is not what I'm comparing this to. I don't believe in homosexuality being wrong.
And you know what the thing about it is? The Bible don't say that it's wrong either. It doesn't. It doesn't. The Bible does not. Where the fuck was I watching?
The Bible says you're allowed to get revenge if somebody kills you. If somebody kills somebody else, you too. So let's talk about that.
It don't.
Have death penalty.
All the Bible says is just. All it says is
the Bible is the biggest book of contradictions, but we're not going to do that.
The Bible says that, but then it also says thou shalt not judge. So figure it out. Put 2 and 2 together. If 2 plus 2 is 4, then what the fuck is this?
6. Let's get to the topics, because we already spent way too much time on celebrity bullshit.
6.
Skip 6. All right, baby. Let's go. First question. Why don't men get the pressure of having a baby or getting married? Do I need to say it?
Yeah, I really want to know.
Societal bullshit. It's gender roles and what we've been taught. Men are pressured in the aspects of providing. They're pressured in the aspects of work.
Let me rule it in the black community.
I'm only speaking for us when I speak.
No, I'm saying because like when it has like the people like the Indian people, like they like.
I can't speak to other cultures.
Well,
I can compare it.
I'm just saying. All right, well, the black community. But do y'all have it Caribbean people like in your culture? Do they?
Black. We all black. We all niggas.
They don't be saying that they got like your male cousins and stuff like.
Bring babies, but they never tell them motherfuckers to be in a relationship. They never tell them to treat their women right, and they never tell them that they should be married when they do so. All of that is.
Do you know about Africans? Like, do they the same?
Africans. I can sit here and say I know about Africans, but I don't necessarily know. I feel like marriage is presented on the forefront a little bit more in their culture, but that's because they believe in men having more than one wife to a certain extent. But then that works for a lot of people. I don't knock that. I don't knock it. They're more in that aspect, or they do push for more marriage, but a lot of their stuff is a little bit more arranged. Just like I know in Indian culture, their stuff is a little bit more arranged. They want the babies, they want the legacy. They'll push and they'll put marriage, but then they don't put love in that aspect.
Nope.
It's more of an arrangement, and it works for some people, but a lot of people it doesn't.
That just sucks. Like,
it's kind of
sad. In our community, is no pressure for them to get married, for them to have babies, but people always be like pressure.
I do hear a lot of my aunts that have sons. They'll sit there and they'll be like, "Oh, when y'all gonna have babies, this and the third," but there's no responsibility around it. Get the girl pregnant, this, that, and the third, but they're not asking when they're going to get married unless they see them with a girl and they've only seen the girl a really, really long time. And even then, it's not a pressure, because I don't believe you should pressure anybody, male or female.
Don't even bring it up. Don't bring it up.
Don't do that.
That is not a topic of conversation. It should be not. I don't feel like you should ask anybody any fucking thing. Like I really don't.
It's societal bullshit. It's what society has deemed acceptable and have taught us. Me personally, I'm not ever going to be the type of person that is going to let what past rhetoric and what society has deemed acceptable fuel what I do. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
If I'm never married and I'm looked at as less than because of it, that's your business. I don't look at me as less.
I think
if
for
I
that,
never have a child,
change though for that. Like you,
yeah, because a lot of older women will sit there and tell you, Save yourself. You know how many fucking aunts I've had that are not married or got divorced? You know how many people that told you they got married young and stuff? I was like, yo, do not make those decisions.
Do you know, that's what I thought. Like, I thought that, like, that would, like, my mom, when I told her what I wanted to do and stuff like that, she was very receptive. Like, she don't care. She don't care if I'm married. She don't care anything. I'm like,
but then,
wow.
and then this is no disrespect. She shouldn't care if you're married.
Right. No, I'm saying, like, like, I just, like, she said she don't care. Like, my whole thing I want to do, like, by the time I'm 35, she's supportive. Like, she like, fuck it.
And she's probably unlearned a lot of the bullshit that she was taught growing up. And that's a testament to her character.
And you know, I never even really asked her. I always thought that's what it was. Like, I had to be married. She wanted me to be married. She wanted me this and that. But I never asked.
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm like, fuck it. Like,
So no, I don't. It's in the Beyonce song. You Wait Flawless.
Yeah.
She has a part where the African author Chida something. I'm not gonna mess up this woman's name because I love her work, but she talks about the breakdown of feminism. She talks about how we teach women to sit there and aspire to marriage, but we don't teach that for men.
nope.
We teach them to aspire to be providers. We teach them to aspire to be hard and callous, never show weakness, never let anybody take advantage of you, and then they lack emotional responsibility, and then we're picking up the pieces, or we as women are settling for subpar relationships because we think we have to meet some type of time frame, some biological clock and quota.
That just fucking around. I gotta save it for like fucking next week. That's what the fuck I think I fucking liked it.
Right down.
I was supposed to add it to here, but that shit like threw me the fuck off when somebody said. I just be like, people are a fucking trip.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna save it for fucking next week.
I don't know. I've never had the time frame. Yeah, I do. Let me not say that because I still do have a time frame thing on me. I always say like if I don't have kids by 35, I just don't want kids. And I think that's because my maternal instinct is a little 50-50. Like I come in here all the time and say, I don't know if I want kids or not.
Yeah.
That's
Me, I'm about to be I'm 31, I'm about to be 32. I'm taking when I turn 32, I'm taking that time. I would say like by almost 33, if it's not looking okay for me, I'm gonna start doing the process of this, like the sperm bank. How do I go about it?
But you know in your core
that I want to be a mother. I want to be. I want to be a mother before. I'd rather be a mother before I'm a fucking wife.
And what's wrong with it?
I got
baby girl, that's your motherfucking journey.
And that's my thing.
That's the thing. We gotta sit here and we have to be more pronounced and more aware of our journey as opposed to the time frames and the normalcy that society wants to tell us that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wish if a woman says she doesn't want to get married, it's like, oh my God. Men say it all the time and it's no problem for them. Mm-hmm. And I don't even mind when men say it. If you know yourself in your core and know that marriage is not the continuation of what you want in your life, then that's fine.
You know, when I was like, all right, I'm really just going to solidify what I want to do. Even though, I love reality TV, but my show Shot with Sunset on Bravo, the girl Gigi, she was like that age too, and she was having shitty love relationships. So she was like, at this time, if I'm not in a safe relationship, I'm just going to go to a sperm bank. And then she did it, and then, like, I got the support from my mom, my family, my friends. I'm good.
It's been test of time.
Yeah,
no one can sit here and say, yes, it's a basis where children thrive more, I guess, scientifically in two-whole households, but that's
not true.
When you have a beautifully involved mother, you have a beautiful support system, it does not matter. You just feel those kids with those love.
A lot of our greats was raised in one household.
And yeah, they might have some, but then if they have the type of parents, you have the type of mother and the type of father that's going to sit there and answer those questions and fill those voids for you. You have uncles and certain father figure presence and certain family presence, then the child will be fine. Mm-hmm. As long as you're not a fucked up mother, you won't be fine. You're going to be good. So yeah, they don't get those pressures.
So don't ask me no fucking questions when you see me pop up. Who that? I don't know.
I'm personally, and I'm gonna put it like this: why don't men get the pressures? I don't think anybody should get that pressure.
Nobody.
I think everybody should be pressured into finding out who the fuck they are as a person. We need to put the pressures of self-love on ourselves.
That's
We
it.
need to put the pressures of bettering our mental health.
Nobody
Those are the pressures that
else
we
should
need.
ever be equated into your shit. Like nobody should ever.
We should get the pressures of self-actualization, reaching our full potential. And if somebody comes along on the way, don't run from it, but don't think that is supposed to be your done-all. The type of pressures that we need are not the type of pressures that we get. But you know what? We gotta unlearn the bullshit. So, on to the next. But now I have this question. Who is encouraging men to become better people? Because all the self-love, personal development waves, they're all promoted to women. And if women are the only ones healing and striving to become better people, then what the fuck is happening with these men? I wish I had a male on here to ask this question too.
I think we are. We are encouraging. I think us women are encouraging. And I think it's really fucked up for us. I do.
You think it's fucked up that we have to encourage men?
Not that we have to encourage, but I almost feel like we have to somewhat be together before the men are together. I really feel like us women have to be together before men are together so that we can be able to be like, oh yeah, therapy works.
Let's guide them.
Therapy. Yeah, I feel like we have to be together before we can get them together. And it's not fair to it's a lot of shit that us women have to endure and that we have to do. It's not fair to us because we have to be together. We have to be the ones to sit here and tell them, oh yeah, therapy works. You know what I'm saying? Oh, do this, do that. We have to.
But do you think that's because that self-love and personal development wave is more promoted towards women as opposed to men?
But sometimes women don't even be having that self-love for themselves. They really don't.
But self-love, do you believe that self-love and personal development is geared and more pushed in our face as opposed to men?
Yes.
So then, can you counteract and say, because it's only pushed towards us, men don't even know where to go or how
they
to
can't
determine their feelings to come to a junction?
At this day and age, the realm that we're in, I feel like mental health is being talked about a whole lot.
It's a big wave that should have been before.
It's been it has.
In waves now.
To me, I don't know how I don't want to come off like a bitch or come off, I don't know, but it's just I'm not going to sit here and say there's no excuse. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be a lot of us women that know that we have to, get therapy and things like that. And we just don't go the route and things like
People
that.
in general. We don't even have to break it down on gender.
We know how. You know how.
Yeah, because it's more promoted to us.
It's more, how. And so who is encouraging men to become better? I think us women, us black women, I think we are. Because us black women, we are the cheerleaders for our black men. We want them to succeed more than we want to. We will put ourselves on hold. We will stop what we're doing to make sure that they're okay. Okay, I'm gonna put myself on hold. Let me look on Google to help you get. We will put ourselves on hold to make sure this man by our side gets the help that they need to make sure they're good before we are good. So I feel like us women, we are the serious. I don't even want to say backbone. We are the front. We're the backbone, but women, we are here. We are in front. We are the face. We are the face. We help I feel like we help men a lot. Not even want to even say it sounds kind of odd, kind of strange, but I feel like we're more of the cheerleaders than their own mothers are. A lot of men. I feel like we are.
I see what you're saying.
I feel like we are.
I think that we're more of a cheerleader for men.
I feel like we see more than what.
I think it's generational.
That's what it is.
Mothers will be
some
mothers will be more in the aspect to be more accepting of certain things that their son may possess because they don't do any wrong in their eyes, even when they're doing wrong. and it might be, I'm going to turn a blind eye because this is my son. I feel like with age, different times comes different responsibilities. I do agree with this. I do believe that bettering yourself, self-love, mental health awareness is pushed towards women more. I will say this, in recent years, the conversation about mental health in the Black community has become more prominent, and even more so, maybe just in the last year, mental health in the Black community when it comes towards men has become more prominent. Yet, I will say this, and for fear of sounding like a pick-me, I as a woman who's on a journey of self-love, self-acceptance, self-actualization, and just being who I am, I can counteract and see certain things when it comes to men. Where it's like, y'all don't have the same outlets that we have. Y'all have the same outlets that we have. Y'all do not get the same push that we get to better ourselves. And I don't even think men have ever been in a space, some men have never been in a space to identify when they have an attitude. They don't know what it looks like. Everything is I'm fine because they have to be I'm fine. Because if they say anything other than that, they're considered weak. I've literally asked people, men, over and over, are you good? Are you okay? How is everything going? And they have a certain resentment to me giving a fuck about that because they're not used to people checking in on them. That's not to say that if you have an issue and you have a problem, you know you have toxic traits, and you know you have certain things that you need to deal with. It is individually our responsibility to deal with our shit mentally. Nobody else can make that decision for us. Nobody else can push that for us. However, when it comes to men, I do feel like it's harder for them to say that they have to or they need help.
And then that's why I think.
But then when you sit there and saying there's no excuse, to a certain extent, once you identify, there is no excuse. You might not know how to do it. You got to know who you're with. You got to be in a safe space. You got to trust certain people. There's a lot of men that recently be like, yo, if my homeboy came to me with some shit back in the day, I wouldn't know what the fuck to say to them. There's a lot more men in therapy now, which I love to see. I love it. I don't believe that it should. I never believed that it should have been pushed just towards women. But I understand when they're telling you gotta be this, that, and the third. You gotta be alpha male, and you gotta be the man's man. Blah blah blah. And it's not true. Because a lot of men don't know how to be vulnerable.
Nope.
There's no vulnerability in there. They don't even know how to identify when they're just having a bad day. They got an attitude. You can see it. It's plausible. They're upset. They're mad about something. They cannot come out of their fucking mouth and tell you why they're upset. And then can you blame them because they have never had a space to say they were mad or upset before? So everything is I'm fine. Everything is I'm good. Everything is I'll deal with it. As opposed to no, I'm not good right now. And it's okay if you don't know how to break it down. And there's some women that will tell you straight up, I don't want no bitch nigga. I don't want a nigga that's gonna tell me they're not good. I don't want to have to deal with a nigga's feelings. I'm sensitive enough for both of us. So then when you have an emotionally irresponsible, you have a non-empathetic nigga in front of your face, or a victim, or a gaslighter, or a narcissist, or somebody highly insecure, we don't know how to deal with none of this shit. Don't get it twisted. We all need answers. I personally believe that nobody's above therapy. I don't give a fuck how strong-headed you think you are.
How strong you are.
I don't give a fuck if you're not even going through something traumatic or you don't even have any past traumas. Therapy could literally, thank you. And there's different realms. There's therapists, there's life coaches, there's wellness, there's chakras people, there's different people for spirituality coaches, there's different things for what you might be tailored for you and your mindset and who you are. But nobody is above asking for help.
Nope.
But when it gets pushed towards women and not men, it's not fair. And then what the fuck is going on with men when we're the ones bettering ourselves? I'll be candid as fuck on here. When I started therapy, it took me so long because I was scared that when I went to therapy, they were going to tell me, they were going to tell me that I needed to leave certain people in my life. I was scared about that because I know they weren't about to be on the same journey as me, and I wasn't ready to give them up. And it happened anyway. It happened anyway. But I was so scared that I was going to better myself and that my worst fears would come true and that this person would be so stuck in the way that they are that they would not take the same realm as me. So I'm just here like, fuck it. I will dumb down what I got to do so that I can keep certain people in my life. That's sad. I've literally been like, yo, I want to tell certain people you need help. And how am I supposed to do that? So a lot of these questions, yes, I do believe that self-love and becoming a better person, yes, it is geared more towards us, even though in recent years it has been more prevalent for people to become more in tune with who they are, man and woman. I love the mental health initiative that Taraji P. Henson has for black men.
I want her to show that
she has a team, and then she started out because of her son. Yeah. I love that, and she talks very openly about her own mental health issues, suicide attempts, and all. And a lot of that too is a lot of that. I see a lot of men. They come off so angry when somebody's expressing how themselves and being vulnerable within their state of mind, and it's a resentment because they don't know how to do that and they want to. I struggle with that. I'll see people complain and vent, and I'll have resentment towards them because they can so freely execute how they feel, and I don't know how to do that because I always have to be the strong one.
I don't give a fuck.
Maybe that's why I have a soft spot for men to a certain extent when it comes with it, because I know how hard it is to say that you're not okay. As a woman, I know that. And it's more acceptable for me to do it as opposed to them. So if I can say it and I choose not to, what about them and they think that they can?
I hate that.
It's fucked up.
Just cry. I'm an advocate for crying.
Just fucking cry.
I'm an advocate. I cry drunk, sober,
I've cried
advocate.
more
Just cry.
this past
At work, I always
months.
in order like the girl, because the field that I work in, the mental health field, like, and then I like the girls that work and stuff. Like, I get it. Sometimes you can't turn off, your personal life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can't. It's very hard. So I make it very clear to like my staff. I'm like, I understand. Like, I really want you guys to leave home at home and work at work. But sometimes, like, I really advocate for people to leave work at work. But sometimes it's very hard for you to leave home at home. And I let them know, if you cannot leave home at home that day, you come to work. If you cannot do it, let me know. If you need 10 minutes, 15 minutes, let me know. I will come sit in for you. If you want to talk, we can talk. If you want to go outside and cry, sit in your car, talk to you got to talk to, and then breathe. A moment is needed. Do it, because you never fucking know. I'm a big I don't like, if you come in there with an attitude, if whatever, like, if you need a moment, go take it, because
I'd rather have the best you, or at least a more calm version of you, as opposed to the over anxious, this, that, and the third.
But I think us women, like, we are, like, I really feel like we're the ones that are that we like.
I strive for everybody to become the best versions of themselves. I want men to
we always see the better than.
I just want the conversation of a man saying he's not okay to come to be like, oh, he's weak. Men need to understand that vulnerability is needed. It's needed in humans, not just women. I can't be vulnerable enough for all of us. I can't be the callous of emotional responsibility in a relationship, and then you're sitting here trying to be the strong one. We should be able to be vulnerable with each other. It's not weak, and I know it's going to take years of unlearning for that to happen. But please know, if you are not okay, it's okay to say that shit to somebody you trust. Don't go spreading your business to everybody.
No. It's in that, and then you should, if you trust that person, you should trust them to know that therapy is the route, because I always say
unbiased, licensed opinion can definitely change your life.
I just like getting professional help is the way to go, because your significant other or whoever, we can only get you but so far. Like, with certain things, I feel like we could get you, to where you need to go, but it's just certain things that we can't tap into.
I'm not a therapist.
Yeah, so I just feel like we can't.
You might have some past traumas that you tell me about, but that don't mean I know how to navigate it.
Nope.
I can give you the callous. I can start the conversation with you. I can even give you the encouragement. I can even be the stepping stone for finding you the therapist, but you got to do the work. You got to do the work for yourself. Not for me. Don't do it for nobody else.
Hell no.
Do it for yourself.
I don't know if you're doing it for me. I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you, this ain't it, baby. You can't. You don't want to be on a different plane for somebody else. You want to be on a different plane because it's bettering who you are as a person.
Delta, Bear Caroline. I want the best. I want the best. I want the best.
That's a
question.
Let's light it up, baby.
You're dating a guy. He's really nice, and he sends you a dick pic, and the dick is not dicking.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I was laughing. Maybe it's not big. I'm not a fan of dick pics, so I don't.
How do you respond? That's the question.
Click at the top, more, delete. And if they ask, I haven't been having any service. What are you talking about?
She got a whole thing.
I already talked to. I said, I'm just saying I delete more. Oh, I don't have any service. Like I didn't get anything. I didn't get anything.
We've talked about dick pics on here enough to be like, you don't.
I'll be like, do it again. Get another ankle. Do it again.
You're not gonna say that.
I'm not. I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
I'm not.
I'm gonna say I didn't get it. I didn't get it. What was it? Hopefully he'd be like, come over and see. Maybe that would be better. And then no, it's not, because I have to have an excuse to why I don't want to come over.
If it's not dicking, what the fuck?
Maybe what is dicking?
If the dick is not dicking, I'm gonna say it just doesn't look right. Maybe it's ashy.
And you should know not to send. You should know not to send no dry ass pussy, no dry ass dick in a dick pic.
People do that.
That's disgusting. Like that's disrespectful. Usually you get automatic ghosted because of that, or blocked. You shouldn't do that.
I don't know how I would respond.
I don't like stuff like that. I would just be like,
you put it there. I don't like it. Bad. Now I'm gonna get dicks in my DMs or something. It's not that I don't like dick pics. I don't like dick pics from people that I do not know. We just started talking.
Oh yeah,
it's unsolicited, but like.
But you're dating him.
But maybe we never fucked, and I like the conversation. I like you. I might not mind a dick pic.
Do you think you should have somebody's consent? I want consent. You needed my consent to send me that. Cause I don't what if I need my consent?
You can send it. I mean, okay, listen. Shit. Okay.
If we really not if we ain't there, you have no business sending me your dick if we not there.
That's what I'm saying. But I don't. And I hear you. You probably should. But that takes away the.
So what I'm saying is,
okay, you need consent. I'm gonna speak.
No, I don't need consent. But I'm saying is.
You kind of gotta read it,
read the room. If we're not on that floor, on that level.
Okay, so what if you like met a guy out? Y'all have been consistently talking. Conversation's been good. Everything's been fine. This, that, and the third. Y'all have gotten flirty. Y'all have gotten a little sexy through text. Y'all been sexting a little bit.
Suck your dick text, or you look good. It's levels.
Yeah, no, sexting does have levels. If I've been a little bit flirty with you, a little bit sexual in conversation with you, me personally, I don't mind getting an unsolicited dick pic. Now, that don't mean I have to respond to you.
If we on that, we gotta be on the same kind of time.
That's what I'm saying. Guys should kind of try to read the room.
If I'm saying I'm watching Kanan Power Book, don't send me no dick pic.
That's weird.
If I'm saying, oh, you look good, oh, that's a nice picture.
You're probably not gonna get a response back from me then.
Okay, so what? So I feel like you have to be in the act, oh yeah, I want to put your dick in me.
That's what I'm saying. Say we're flirting around a little bit. Okay, well, oh, shit. I haven't sexting.
That's sexting. That is sexting.
So say we're sexting. That might be a little appropriate. Well, let me see something.
Get it together.
Let me see something. And let me show you something first. Show me something first. I don't know. I haven't sexted in years. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the kids do no more. But I know if you asking me, if you're saying good morning and you asking me what I'm doing at work and then a dick is on my screen.
Or they say good morning and this is the dissolve.
Unless we're on that type of time, we've talked about sex. Unless we've brought up sex in our conversation, I don't think a dick pic should be solicited.
I don't want them at all.
Now, I don't mind them if I'm fucking with you on that level.
That's true.
Cause there have been niggas that I've never fucked with. I've been curious about their penis. I haven't been mad at the unsolicited dick pic, and that doesn't mean I end up fucking them. But I wasn't mad at the dick pic. Then there's been niggas, we are not on that type of time. A dick is in my phone. And I don't care if the dick was, I remember this man sent me the most beautiful penis I've ever seen in my life.
And what happened?
Nothing. That mean I wasn't gonna fuck him. I just admired it and kept it moving. Nothing happened after that. I still need to be stimulated up
here. What did you say?
I was like, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Like, it's chocolate. It was gorgeous, Jasmine. Yeah. And I knew it was him because he had his whole face in it. Now, them niggas is crazy. Niggas that send a dick pic with their whole face.
They do it all the time. They do it all the time.
Why don't they care?
They do it all the time.
Why don't they care?
Because they know they dick look good. They don't care. Niggas like that don't care. Those are the ones you really
like, bro, it's you. You are attached to this dick. I can put you anywhere.
With the abs.
Let me tell you something. This man's body was gorgeous. This man's dick was even more pretty. He was cute in the face. It was beautiful. I never fucked him though. Because up here it wasn't stimulating. And that was an unsolicited dick pic. I didn't ask him for that. Mm-hmm. But I wasn't mad at it. Now if the dick ain't dicking in the dick pic, I'm probably not gonna say anything. I'm probably not gonna say anything. I'm gonna keep it 110%. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna, if we're having good conversation and you fuck it up by sending a trash dick pic,
yeah, you cancel it out.
I'm not gonna say I'm going to ghost you.
I'm not gonna say I didn't get it.
I'm gonna act like you never sent it. I'm gonna act like I didn't see it. Now, what if you're having a great conversation with a dude?
Shouldn't.
He sends a dick pic. Let's say you go down the realm of just ghosting it. You ain't see it, this and the third. He never brings it up. Y'all go on a date. Y'all go on one date. Y'all go on 2 dates. Y'all go on 3 dates. And then y'all meet up in person. You decide, I'm going to get this nigga some pussy tonight. And the dick is what the dick was in the pic. Now what do you do to get out of that situation? Keep it to yourself. You're at his apartment. You're at his house.
So I'm going to act like I didn't get the picture?
Yeah, like he sent it. He probably was trying to test the waters to see how it was gonna go down, but nothing happened. You guys go back to having great conversation. You go on first date, great. You go on second date, great. You go on third date, great. And that's when you decide to give him some pussy. And the dick was the dick in the picture. Maybe you gave him benefit of the doubt.
I'm gonna say, oh, so this is the picture lived up for. Okay. I just wanted to really see if it was yours. Like, you have to just play on it. Like,
I don't think anybody that has a little dick is sending dick pics. The niggas that have sent, I don't think if you have a little dick, you're sending dick pics.
There are confident ones.
Who?
I don't know. I'm just saying, but they are confident. Girl, these.
I want dick shame. There's somebody out there for everybody.
There's people.
I'm not responding.
She has confidence.
I'm part of the game. Cause I heard who I met.
I'm just pretending.
I'm gonna act like I didn't get it.
Yes. That's it. That's it.
Yo, but niggas, like, really, seriously? Cause what if we get a dick? Okay, so a guy sent me a dick pic once, and it was at a bad angle. I'm like, this don't really hit. But it wasn't that bad.
Just say do a different angle.
I'm not gonna tell him to do a different angle.
Why?
Send nut videos. It alleviates all this.
It makes me barf, but whatever. I don't
nut
like
videos.
I don't like guys. It's just me. Like I don't like watching guys jerk off. Like it's just odd. Like I just don't like. I don't know. It's weird. Not like this. Ooh, it's just weird. It's odd.
Send nut videos. Alleviate all this bullshit.
It's stupid.
But only if she wants it. He's jerking off. You ain't never sent no nigga. Have you sent a masturbation video?
I have.
What if somebody said that was disgusting?
That's on them.
Good answer. Give me my theme song.
Sasha's Miscellaneous. Sasha's Miscellaneous. Sasha's Miscellaneous.
I'm picking the two. We got 4 questions again, but I'm gonna pick 2. So this is what we're gonna do. Okay. Do you prefer to be dominant or submissive in the bedroom. That's question number 1. Or your significant other, person you're dating, whatever you want, person of interest, wants to have fun in a public place. Where do you take them and why are you taking them there? Those are the 2 I'm picking because the other 2 trash.
I want to do the first one because I'm kind of germy.
What?
I'm like public, like I'm only taking it far like one like certain places, and that's just like the dressing room. But like, I'm very like
you germy, but you had sex in the dressing room, in Zara dressing room.
Yeah, but
what's your germy?
The car doesn't count because the car can't count. The car counts.
But you would have to explain. Okay, so you say you want to do the
Let's do no because I can answer the first one easily. Like I'm more like submissive. I want you to throw me like a rag doll.
That sounded fun. I was like, I got nervous and I was like, oh, I like that.
I like to be like, I'm more like submissive. Like,
yeah, that would be easy for me because I'm
throw me like a rag doll. Like
I'm both. Within 1 round, I'm both. I can be submissive and dominant.
Let's do number 2.
Okay, let's do number 2.
Shout out. I'll say shout out. Your shout out.
I kind of do that.
Your significant other wants to have fun in a public place. Where would you take them and why? Where are we? Set the scene. Where are we?
I mean,
please don't say Walmart.
No. This is for you. Like, if you have to choose and you have to pick like a fantasy type of thing in a public place, where would you go and why would you go there? Now think about something that you say you germy.
But I'm also very like woo woo because they will like give you a whole like they will give you.
You thinking too much into it. Okay, so no germs are attached to this and no cops. No cops.
I would really like to be at this like the same everybody we know is at the same function or whatever, and we just want to go like fuck. We would just go to the car or something, or maybe even a bathroom. Whoever house it was, go in their bathroom. You hope it's not a line when you come out. That's embarrassing. So maybe like, oh, can I go upstairs? I gotta take a shit. Can we go to the upstairs? Can I go to the upstairs bathroom?
Yeah, a lot of people don't be having a public bathroom. You ever had sex in a restaurant bathroom?
No. It's not an in and out. Only Zara. Only the dressing room.
I'm trying to think.
Everybody's always everywhere. People are always in your fucking business. So,
okay, this is gonna sound crazy, but a secluded, really dark, like an empty restaurant, like in the restaurant though, not the bathroom. Yeah. Like maybe you're in a booth to the far corner.
but how do you do that?
Why don't you just sit on their lap or something real quick?
The booth, the table is like this. You like.
Sit. It's not the type of sex for completion. Like you're not nutting in there, but it's just like a stir up, a warm up, something like that.
The movies is easy. I love fucking in the movies. It's easy.
I've never done that. I've always wanted to do that.
It's so easy. Especially when the arm thing comes up.
Like
y'all could just be like,
that's not bad. You got a whole ass something else.
Or especially like if you go all the way to the, you have to pick a movie that nobody really wants to see at a certain time.
That's the thing. You got.
Who cares?
Matt, what's
matinee?
Yeah, matinee.
What the fuck you was about to say?
I was gonna say matinee, but I didn't know if I was right or not. Like the ones that are like during the day, that nobody like 10 o'clock in the morning movies.
Even late movies too. A lot of people don't be in there.
Every time I go see late movie, mad people be in there.
Because you go see a popular movie.
Yeah, that's the problem.
You gotta see a movie that you don't mind spending $30. You don't mind. Like you really don't.
Maybe like a restaurant.
That's hard because the booths are really closed.
I know.
That's hard. That's hard. Like that, that's hard. Especially when the waitress, especially after the nice upscale place and they come check on you every 5 minutes. That's hard.
Maybe I just use the
Maybe Friday they don't come back.
No, that's disgusting.
I know, but Friday they don't come and check on you until you want the motherfucking check. But
I don't know. Maybe that's the first thing I can think of because I'm like, okay, balcony sex on a vacation. I don't like the prospect of beach sex.
No, I don't even like sand.
Sand is nasty.
And the puss.
That's itchy. That's the pH balance throw off.
On the boat, that's cool. That's cute, but
a boat could be cool.
But I get a lot of seasick, so I'm gonna just take that. I get
I
very.
would say the Mile High Club, but
I
those
did
bathrooms
that
are
my
so
senior
small.
trip
It's so
in
small.
high school.
It's so
But
small. Yeah, I think a restaurant. I think I'm gonna stick with restaurant. It's real secluded. It's not sex for completion. Like, we're not trying to get to the point where we both come, but it's just like, it's just
get that
it's
thing.
taboo,
Just get the
it's
thing.
cool. Or get the. Honestly, maybe I'm just thinking about the vibrating panties.
I want to try that.
I did.
It scares me.
You know what? Let me tell you something. I sent somebody the vibrating panties, right? And they were into it. They were like, yeah, this shit look cool, this shit look lit, da da da. And then as the night went on, they're like, you know what? I don't want to do this shit. I said, why not? Get the fucking
It was
panties.
scary. You want to electrocute you?
Said the vibrations, the Bluetooth capability gonna go into my pussy and fuck my vagina up from the vibrating panties. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. I hate men. And that completes episode 84. It does. I hate men. Wow. You fucking idiot. You can follow your girl, Sasha. Oh my god. You can follow me on, what's my socials?
Coco de Donda and the Coco face paint.
You can follow me on IG. My personal page is Coco de Donda. You can follow my client, my makeup page on Coco Face Paint. You can follow the podcast on Twitter at ISWIS Pod. That's what I said, podcast. We ain't gotta talk about that right now.
You can follow me on Instagram at Jazzy. Of course, you can follow the podcast on Instagram at I Said What I Said Podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on our YouTube at I Said What I Said.
On that gang shit
podcast. Let's do a thumbnail. All right, bye y'all.
Bye.
Bye, motherfuckers.